Hello interwebs, this is Ian of Piece Together Cosplay, and we are having Green Arrow Week! How cool is that? So I hope you're all staying on target and enjoying the week thus far, as we have some other Green Arrow things to share with you. But today, and the purpose of this video, is to do some GA Q&A. I'm going to answer some of the questions that you guys asked me, specifically concerning Green Arrow. To start off with, I'm wearing one of my favorite Green Arrow t-shirts, which is based on the Batman animated series artwork, and my really awesome friend at Black Mask Cosplay, hello sir, made sure that I had this because he's really rad like that. I know someone who looks so creepy and scary is just has one of the sweetest hearts you're ever gonna meet. So anyway, hello. Okay, let's get to the questions here. One of the first ones we have, and here on my green paper, because what else would we be doing? Okay, first question, Rick Waterslide Ramirez, and hey Rick, I could use a water slide. It is so hot here. I hope the rest of you are enjoying your autumn, but it is hot here. Anyway, Rick Waterslide Ramirez asks, what kind of bow do you use for Green Arrow? And the bow that I use is a recurve bow. It's a youth size, so it's not too huge, and I'm not too huge. It was sanded, it's taken apart and sanded, and then primed and painted a few times to get just the right color that I wanted. And yeah, and it's been restrung so it doesn't fire arrows. Also, I took the arrow cradle off of it so that even if you tried to launch something, it's not going to do anything. So I get through weapons check at cons pretty quickly when I show them all that. And so yeah, a youth recurve bow that I got on Amazon came in this huge box that scared the crap out of my cat, who is generally unintimidated by anything. Okay, next question, and there's 5 by the way, so we're on to question 2. This is by Peter Quill. Hi, Star-Lord. My favorite Green Arrow artist. Ooh, that's a good one. There's so many great artists. Of course, you love Jim Lee, because, come on, it's Jim Lee. And there's a lot of really good stuff on DeviantArt that's just like, this is, you know, professional and, you know, comic quality. You just gotta love it. It's great portraits. I think my favorite is Mauro Cassioli. I just love some of the work that he's done. It's very just visceral and gritty, and again, you know, like I've said before, one of the reasons I love the Batman universe so much is that they're all humans, and that just makes them so much more interesting. And so the same with Ollie, Green Arrow. He's just a regular dude who has attempted to have some really extraordinary qualities. And with the Cassioli's work, which is, like I said, really gritty and just really raw, you get that humanity in it, and I really, really appreciate that. So it's good stuff. Okay. Ruthie Marie Powers asks, do you like the CW Arrow show, or is it overrated? I really like it. I'm catching up on season 3 right now. It just got released to Netflix Instant Watch, so that's really cool. I don't think it's overrated at all. I think it's a great, it's a really great version of Arrow, Green Arrow, that can appeal to a wider audience who aren't necessarily familiar with comic books. So I gotta really appreciate that. So next question by Caitlin Lopez. This goes with the last question. To a person who's never watched Arrow, how do you describe the awesomeness of this show? That's a really good question. How do I describe the awesomeness of Arrow? Again, it's very human. It's very gritty. They got that right. I think the acting is pretty good, especially for television. I hope that's not too snarky. Dead air! Sorry. Dead Airspace. The awesomeness of the show. Again, it's human people in a very seemingly realistic situations. It's believable. It's acted well. I think it does a really good job of balancing the comic book fans' version of Green Arrow and the characters there while presenting to a more mainstream audience this character, and hopefully to them, they're going to go out and pick up a comic book, and they're really going to get into the DC universe as a whole, and specifically with Green Arrow. There's definitely some discrepancies that we know. Some of the names are still taking me a little while to get used to, and it's like, oh, you should be this person or that. But overall, I think it's really great. A lot of the live-action superhero-style shows and movies, they take a lot of liberties with the source material, and I think in a way they have to make it appeal to an audience without having to do a ton of backstory and things. I mean, how often do we complain of seeing how often do the Waynes have to be killed off in a show before we just go, it's Batman, it's Bruce, we deal with it. So I appreciate what they're doing with Arrow, is dealing with backstory really, really successfully while still moving a story forward. So if you haven't seen it, catch up on it. All the episodes are up to date through season 3 on Netflix Instant Watch or whatever other format you're going to watch it on. So get on that. Enjoy. Okay. Last question. We have Derek. Hello, Derek. If anybody gets that incredibly obscure reference, I will sing you Happy Birthday in Italian. So, I love that. Okay, Derek asks, are you a fan of the friendship between Ollie and Hal? Why or why not? Oh, I love it. Oliver Queen and Hal Jordan, so that's Green Arrow and Green Lantern. I love Green Lantern as well. And specifically Hal Jordan. I think all the Arrows are great, but Hal specifically is my favorite. Oh. Excuse me. It's hot and it's dry. Not Hal Jordan, the weather. I'm sure some people say that Hal Jordan's hot and dry too, but I'm not going to be one of them. I also have, I would love to do a cosplay of Green Lantern. I've already done Green Arrow. But my very, very good friend at Just a Fan Cosplay, that's one of his favorite characters, and he would probably myrtleize me before I could get done with that. Speaking of Just a Fan Cosplay, happy birthday! It's your birthday today, here on the October 14th, so I hope you're doing something really fantastic. Okay, back to the question that Derek asks. Am I a fan of the friendship between Ollie and Hal? I absolutely am. It can be very volatile sometimes. I think Ollie works as a kind of a Jiminy Cricket sometimes to Hal Jordan, specifically in their first team-ups in comics, which is really interesting because Ollie's kind of notorious for making really bad decisions sometimes. So I appreciate watching him having such a great consciousness and a social conscience with that, and just watching how they can learn from each other. Like I said, really volatile kind of a relationship, but you see them as being really great brothers in that as well, and that's just something that I really, really appreciate. I also appreciate my own Green Lantern, which I have going, so, alright. So, that is the end of the questions for the QnA of the Green Arrow week here at Piece Together Cosplay. I'm hearing weird noises outside. It's about 3 a.m. here, and I have raccoons playing Wild Kingdom outside my bedroom window. So, and they're not cute like Rocket is, so, before I get any letters. Anyway, thanks again for your questions, everybody. If you have any other questions, leave them in the comments below. whether this is on the YouTubes or the face pages or whatever, however you're watching this. So, and I appreciate your watching this. I really appreciate just everybody out there and having interest in my wacky hobby, and I hope you're enjoying Green Arrow Week, and take care, everybody. Bye.